okay, we're here with Karl Brown. We've just come off the pitch after a good midweek win. How do you feel about the performance tonight?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I think we started really well. I said to the lads before the game, you know, you've got to carry on where we left off on Saturday in regards to working hard, you know, battling, showing passion, and you know, start well. And to be fair, the boys did. They got the ball down from minute one, and you know, took an early lead and played some really good football. To be fair, we had obviously a couple of new signings who come in straight into the side, so you know, it was a bit of time for them to gel, but they hit the ground running, and I was pleased. I was pleased first half, and yeah, so not a bad day's work so far.
Not bad for Alex either. You make him captain for the match, and he finally gets on the score sheet for the season with a hat-trick.
Yeah. Well, obviously Alex, we know what his qualities are, and we know what he's about, and we know he can finish. Obviously, now he's available for the consecutive amount of games. That should kind of come naturally for him. But to be fair to him, you know, we got 3. He could have had more, as could the squad in general. You know, the chances we created was unbelievable, and you know, to come away with a 5-1 win and everyone be happy and still kind of, you know, expecting more, you know, it's a good sign. So
how happy do you feel about the progression of the season so far?
Yeah, well, today I was delighted, especially because obviously we've got, I think there was 9 changes today. Obviously Connor Comba's gone to Bury. Alex has come in for Connor today. James Kilburn's gone to LA. So we've obviously, you know, we've had to change quite a bit. You know, we've got a couple of lads. Ollie Wright was missing today with his ankle. Toddy's just coming back from a groin injury. Mikey Brennan's injured. So again, from our point of view, you know, the depth in the squad is pleasing. Young Luke, who come in today, left centre half, was fantastic, and you know Lewis Williams again carried on the score sheet from where he left off on Saturday. So all in all, really good, really pleased. And Jojo's fantastic. You know, he's been great since he's come in. His work rate, his energy, his quality. I can't speak any higher of the kid, and he's been unreal. But yeah, across the board, you know, what are we in now? 7 games, is it? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah, around there.
Yeah, and you know, there's a lot more to come from this group, so that's the pleasing thing. From where we were, a brand new group and back end of June with probably 3 weeks worth of pre-season, you know, just about. You know, we are slowly getting to where I'd like us to be, so it's good.
I mean, with Gil Silver and Will Edwards,
correct,
obviously having a rest today as well because they were carrying a little bit of a knock.
Yeah, and Josh O as well. He was out because of, again, he had a bit of a knock, so we rested him. So
yeah. There is got a lot more depth now of players who have raised their game to keep up with the way that the first 11 have been playing. So when they get an opportunity, they fit in.
Yeah, well,
so that's a bonus as well, because I think early in the season when you had to make changes, you noticed that there'd been a change.
Yeah.
Whereas now it seems like they're slotting in much more.
And that was always going to be the case. You know, from our point of view, the progression was key. Getting to understand how each other plays, you know, was key, and that is starting to come to fruition. And you know, again, the under-23 lads. You know, Oscar's coming today, Max has coming today. You know, Q came in on Saturday, and it was, you know, they've slotted in, no issues whatsoever. You know, Dave and the under-23 levels doing a fantastic job there, and you know, when they are called upon and they're ready, they come straight in, and it's quite seamless, the transition. So again, from a club's perspective, try saying that again, it's really positive, and really, you know, the development is moving forward. It's good.
You just done my next question, because I was going to ask about the under-23s and say we've got to give credit to Dave for them because they've been doing so well. But like you say, as a club, as a squad, the whole ethos, it's kind of one of the reasons I think why a lot of people came to the project is because they could see this potential. So it's really rewarding to see it being fulfilled now, even at such an early stage.
Exactly, and I think as long as the group stay humble and they work together, and I bang on about standards a lot from our point of view, but also the 23s, and Dave has elevated those standards as well from there, and you know, producing some fantastic players. And to be fair as well, that you know, some of the lads we needed some fitness last week for the first team. From the first team, they went down to the 23s, and were fantastic. The attitude was great. You know, put in a fantastic performance. I think they won 6-1, and then ultimately there was 3 or 4 with us in the first team. So that transition and the way they kind of come up and down is how a club should be done. You know, it is one club. It's not a case of the first team. It's all about, you know, the one club mentality, and we're all pushing in the right direction. And you know, from the first team perspective, we're in a really good position after 6 or 7 games. So tough game against Altrincham on Saturday, away at Alty. I know their gaffer very well. He's a fantastic lad. He was a really good footballer as well. So I'm fully expecting a tough encounter when we go to them. So.
Yeah, and obviously this is the last midweek game we have to deal with now. So I think everybody in the league.
I was going to bring a torch for next week.
Oh yeah, the light's not great this time of the year, is it?
Definitely not.
You know, I think everyone in the league will be glad to see the back of their midweek fixtures. So would that mean you'll be training Tuesdays and Thursdays, or?
Without giving too much away, we will train. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we've got to put in the hard work during the week if you want to be successful at any level. So yeah, we'll train. On what days they are, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, thanks very much, and we'll look forward to the weekend.
Brilliant. Thanks.
Cheers.
Dreamer and sunshine.